told me, he says, Mark, you know what, before you go to the US, I would really like you to work for somebody that I work for, and his name is Albert Schnau. He says, he's my mentor, he's a fantastic chef, and I think you have to work for him for, you know, just the way you see food, you know, and everything. So I said, okay. And he said he's in Montreal, so in the Queen Elizabeth in Montreal, so I checked Queen Elizabeth, big hotel, and I said, Montreal, fantastic, they speak French, because my English just a little bit better today than it was then. So not too many people understood what I was saying. And very happy to go to Montreal, and got my ticket came for Montreal, and I went back home, just quick, back to France, because my uncle has a restaurant over there, that's where I grew up, and it was asparagus season, the white asparagus, that's big in Alsace, and I had to help him, so I said, okay, I help you, and then I go. While I'm helping over there, my mom told me there was a phone call, and somebody called Albert Schnau. I said, oh. I said, what would a chef of his caliber, so I want to speak to a little guy like me. So, to make things very quickly, he called me and he says, Mark, I was just transferred to Toronto. And if you want, you still can come to Queen Elizabeth, or you can follow me to Toronto. So my first question was, what language they speak? Obviously, he told me English. I was just a little disappointed. And so I said, no, I want to go with you. And then so, you know, I ended up in Canada. But before I ended up in Toronto, you know, I was, as always, very organized. I come to the border and very proud, you know. Where are you going? I'm going to work. Very good. Where? At the Harbour Castle. Oh, I'm going to work for Chef. Very good. Why are your papers? Papers. I said, you have a passport? You know, here there's something saying that I have a job. I said, no, it's your visa. I guess thinking that a visa is not very important to travel, and a working visa is not very important to travel, I left it at home. So before I even entered the country, I was already put in quarantine in a hotel room. I was allowed to get out until my passport was sent. You know.
That was your first quarantine?
Yeah, my first one. Yeah, so I ended up, before I even see the kitchen and anything else, I was locked up in a hotel room, not allowed to get out. So that's how I started my journey in Canada. After that, it's history. Yeah, I went up to Canada, and that's right. But I was lucky, they wanted to deport me. So I said, deporting, where do I go? They said, back to France. I said, no. I go back there. No, I go back there.
Yeah, that's 1984.
Don't say the dates, please.